Xc equals to 1 upon omega c, which is 1 upon 2 pi f into c. So every time R is independent of frequency, XL, XC will depend upon frequency. When frequency is low, then XC will be large. So if f is small, clearly I can see from this formula, Xc will be large. And if frequency is increased, then XL will become large. At certain frequency, both will become equal. At certain frequency, both will become equal. So suppose I assume that at the start, when I increase the resistance, Xc is greater, frequency I increase, Xc is greater. So assuming that Xc is 100 and XL is suppose 0, this is just example, equals to 100. When slowly this will become 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 0. And XL will be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and 100. 90 and 10 difference will be 90. This will be 70. Then 40. Then 20 and 1 plus 0, again 20, again 40, again 60. This way it will keep on changing. So can I say like this? I is E upon R is constant. Difference, first case it is 100. That means denominator is large. So current will be small. Then it becomes 90. Current will slightly increase. Then it becomes 80, slightly more increases. Then it becomes, this is 0, so it becomes maximum. Again, after 0, it becomes 20, तो थोड़ा कम, फिर और कम, और लास्ट में 100, तो फिर से मिनिमम. ये लॉजिक समझ है आपको? ये लॉजिक समझा सबको?
हाँ सर.
एक बार फिर से देखो, नहीं समझा रहेगा. I is E upon Z, which is R square plus XL minus XC square. This is constant, this will not change. So I said if frequency is very small, तो XC बड़ा है. So ऐसा assume किया, XC suppose 100 है and XL 0 है, so this will be 100. So this is like R square plus 100 square. Then this becomes 90 and this becomes 10. So difference becomes 80. Next step पे थोड़ा कम, denominator कम तो आंसर ज्यादा ना. So ये ज्यादा होके maximum होएगा when this becomes 0. So we got that is 50-50 दोनों हो गया तो 0. When this becomes 40 and this becomes 60, again it will become 20. So again 0 से it will become 20, means I will decrease. 40 more decrease, 60 more decrease, 80 more decrease. So slowly it will keep on decreasing. So first it is increasing, becoming maximum, again decreasing, becomes minimum because of frequency. So if I consider that graph of current I against frequency, then as frequency increases, we find that current from minimum goes on becoming maximum and again decreases. The frequency at which it is maximum is called as resonance frequency. At this stage, current is maximum, which is E by R. Have you followed this graph now? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just draw this graph, because with this graph we have to study something called as bandwidth and resonance factor. So if you understand the graph, it will be easier for me to explain. So in RLC circuit, when frequency is increased, current increases, becomes maximum, again decreases. So this is that variation of current versus frequency. So whenever resonant frequency, that case current is maximum. Draw diagram.
Done, sir.
Okay. Next heading, explain parallel resonance. Explain parallel resonance. Once I complete this chapter ना, फिर एक lecture में पूरा revision लूँगा, so that those who have missed something after going through that recorded lecture, doubt is there, please keep on asking. Very easy chapter. It appears to be difficult, but actually it is very simple. Explain parallel resonance. Aryan, what is this symbol for? Aryan Purandare? This symbol is for what?
Inductor.
Inductor. How much mark you got in the exam?
22.
22.
Yes, sir.
So it's good, but try to score 25.
Definitely, sir.
So when inductor L, capacitor C are connected in parallel across alternating source. When inductor L, capacitor C are connected in parallel across alternating source of EMF E0 sin omega t, let I be the instantaneous current. What will happen at this junction? Current will divide into two parts. If it is parallel, means it has to divide into two parts. So current IL will flow through inductor and IC will flow through capacitor. In AC circuit, current and voltage are sinusoidal curve. मतलब SHM जैसा ही है indirectly, और vector जैसा सोच सकते हैं. So if you remember, those who have attended from the beginning, current and voltage in pure resistance, they are in phase with each other. In phase means if EMF is E0 sin omega t, then current is I0 and same angle omega t omega. So phase difference is 0. They are in phase with each other. That means they are in one line. But if I is current through inductor, it is 90 degree behind voltage. That means lagging by 90. So I can say voltage is 90 degree in anti-clockwise. This is voltage across inductor. For capacitor, current is ahead. That means EMF is behind. So it is lagging by 90. That means I can see current is lagging by 90 in inductor. Lagging मतलब पीछे. And in capacitor, it is 90 degree leading. मतलब voltage से anti-clockwise है. तो lead. Voltage से clockwise तो lag. Voltage के साथ in phase. Again see. This is the current. This is the voltage. So who is lagging? Voltage current से नीचे है ना, clockwise में है ना, तो lagging. And current is leading. So with reference to that electrical quantity, if anti-clockwise, then you will say lead, clockwise you will say lag, no, in same line then you will say phase. So can I say here, in an AC circuit, the current in inductor will lag the EMF by 90 by our proofs which I have done in previous lectures. Oh, some here. In an AC circuit with inductor, the current will lag, and in capacitor, current leads. In resistance, they are in phase. So current is lagging by 90 in one case, leading by 90 in other case. मतलब मैं अगर diagram बनाऊं, so it will be like this. Suppose this is my reference line. Lagging by 90 means clockwise by 90. If this is voltage, तो ये current होगा. And in capacitor, it's leads by 90. Can you tell कितना difference है दोनों के बीच में? Phase angle का 180 clearly दिख रहा है. एक ऊपर एक नीचे मतलब 180 ना. Hello?
हाँ सर.
Whenever two vectors are opposite, what is result? Two vectors are opposite, what is result? Difference. Same direction. Add. Perpendicular. Pythagoras theorem. Any angle. Parallelogram law. तो ये अपना जितना भी ऑल्टरनेटिंग पार्ट है वो समझ के रखो, वेक्टर जैसा ही और एसएचएम जैसा है. सो आई एम जस्ट राइटिंग एक्सप्लेनिंग वंस अगेन. Once again. When inductor L, capacitor C are connected in parallel with alternating source of EMF E0 sin omega t, circuit is called as parallel resonance circuit. Let I be the current. It divides into two parts, IL, IC, flowing through inductor and capacitor respectively. Since current in inductor lags EMF by 90 degree and in capacitor it leads by 90 degree. Therefore, phase difference between them equal to is 180 degree. Any doubt in this part first? Any doubt in this part? बोलो, रहेगा तो मैं वापस बताऊंगा. Okay. So that means resultant current as we take in resistance parallel में add कर देते, इधर we will subtract because they are at phase difference of 180. So I can say it is IL and IC का difference. Please draw this diagram. Then I'm dictating first part and then you will copy it in this. साक्षी doubt होगा ना आपको? साक्षी डाउट होगा ना थोड़ा थोड़ा क्या पूरा भी होगा. देखो खाली तीन चीज याद रखो बस, उसके बाद फिर कैसे आया मैं बाद में बताऊंगा. करंट इन रेजिस्टेंस एंड वोल्टेज इन रेजिस्टेंस एक ही डायरेक्शन में होता है. सो इट इज लाइक टू वेक्टर इन सेम डायरेक्शन. ओके. हेलो.
हाँ सर.
इन इंडक्टर ईएमएफ लीड करता है, मतलब करंट से 90 डिग्री क्लॉक एंटी क्लॉकवाइज। क्यों करता है वो मैं थियरी बताऊंगा, समझ जाएगा आपको। और इन कैपेसिटर ईएमएफ लैग करता है। सो अगर करंट इज लैगिंग, मतलब अगर मैं वोल्टेज को रेफरेंस लूं तो लैग मींस क्लॉकवाइज 90 डिग्री, लीड मींस एंटी क्लॉकवाइज 90 डिग्री। तो बोथ आर एट एंगल ऑफ डिफरेंस ऑफ 180 हो गया ना ICIL। So whenever two vectors are opposite, then only we say angle is 180. So whenever you are finding total for two vector in opposite, we take difference. तो ये क्यों आया है मैं आपको बाद में समझाऊंगा। ऐसा है तो ये करना है, जितना है देखो। और मंडे वेडनेसडे में फिर से पूरा चैप्टर एक बार खत्म होने का रिवाइज करूंगा। इंपॉर्टेंट चैप्टर है, हर एक को पूरा समझाना। तो 4 MCQ का 16 मार्क्स पॉकेट में है, एकदम सिंपल है। फिर जस्ट ड्रॉ द डायग्राम, बट प्लीज डोंट without reason bunk the lecture. And if you have not attended, please request, if I have recorded, I will send that recorded lecture. चलो ड्रॉ द डायग्राम। डायग्राम हो गया तो बोल देना, फिर कंसीडर से स्टार्ट करूंगा। So perfectly you all have done at least 4 months from March lockdown. Just 2 months if you support me ना, अपना सब चीज परफेक्ट हो जाएगा। Draw diagram, don't write anything. If you have drawn, tell me.
Done, sir.
Okay, right. Consider. Arya? Arya?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt?
No.
Okay. Right. Consider inductor L, comma capacitor C. Consider inductor L, comma capacitor C. Inductor L, comma capacitor C connected in parallel, across an alternating source, of EMF equals to E0 sin omega t. Let I be the instantaneous current. Let I be the instantaneous current. Let IL comma IC, let IL comma IC be the current through inductor and capacitor respectively. IL comma IC be the current through inductor and capacitor respectively. Then you can copy from the screen. Since current in inductor lags EMF by 90 degree, and in capacitor it leads by 90 degree, Therefore, phase difference between them is 180 degrees.
Done, sir.
I is IL difference with IC, that much done?
Yes, sir.
Okay, others have also done?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, रब करता हूँ फिर ना. Therefore, I equals to E upon XL. Parallel में so voltage is same, E upon XC. So E is common, 1 upon XL, difference with 1 upon X. When XL equals to XC, then I will be E into 0, I equals to 0. This condition is called as parallel resonance condition. Thus, in parallel resonance, current becomes 0. In series resonance, current was maximum. Here it is becoming 0. Practically, it can't be 0 because every circuit will have some resistance. So we can say practically minimum, ideally 0. Yeah, copy till last line. That yes, completed.
Yes, sir.
Graph of I versus frequency in parallel resonance. Parallel resonance. This time if you see, I got I as E into 1 upon XL difference with 1 upon XL. Now if frequency is low, then XL will be low, but 1 upon XL will be large. 1 upon XL will be large. So if this is large and this is small, when frequency is low, so I'm just writing like this, E into large means again I'm taking 100, this is 0. This time current will be E into 100. When this 100 becomes 90 and 0 suppose becomes 10, matlab one decreases, other increases. Now current will become E into 80. So your common sense says बाद में और कम हो जाएगा, और कम हो जाएगा, किधर तो वो difference will become 0. After 0, that means current becomes 0 at that instant. फिर से वो difference 10, 20, 40 ऐसा will go on increasing. So can I predict here, when frequency is low, current will be maximum. Slowly, 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 slowly it will become minimum or 0, but ideally again. That means it is exactly inverse of series resonance. So if this is I and this is F, when frequency is very small, current is very large. Then slowly it decreases, becomes minimum practically, and then again increases. So wherever frequency becomes such that current becomes approximately 0, that frequency is called resonant frequency. Followed? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, draw diagram. Now more theory I will not do today. नहीं तो बहुत रिवीजन करना पड़ेगा. अभी लास्ट का जो थियरी है एकदम कंसेप्चुअल है. चैप्टर अगर पढ़ा नहीं रहेगा तो कुछ नहीं समझेगा. So I will today solve numericals. Today is Saturday, Sunday. 2 दिन में आप थियरी पूरा रिवाइज कर लो. नहीं आज फ्राइडे है, सॉरी. सो फ्राइडे, सैटरडे, संडे इवनिंग तक थियरी पूरा रिवाइज करो. रिकॉर्डेड लेक्चर भेज दूंगा. मंडे फर्स्ट आई विल रिवाइज द चैप्टर. एक दिन में रिवीजन नहीं खत्म होएगा. फ्राइडे भी चाहिए तो रिवाइज कर दूंगा फिर से वेडनेसडे. और कमिंग फ्राइडे अपना ये चैप्टर फुल्ली कंप्लीटेड. देन आई विल स्टार्ट विद एमसीक्यू ऑफ दिस चैप्टर.
सर
यस,
सर तो संडे को किस पे टेस्ट है?
ईएमआई एंड एसी सर्किट का थियरी पे टेस्ट.
ओके सर.
जो पार्ट नहीं हुआ है वो उसमें नहीं आया.
ओके सर.
जो पार्ट नहीं हुआ एक्चुअली वो नया पार्ट है, नया
Yes, sir.
इंट्रोड्यूस्ड हुआ है. एंट्रेंस के लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. तो इसलिए मुझे कम से कम 1.5 घंटा चाहिए वो पूरा समझाने के लिए.
यस सर.
हाँ. वो पार्ट का नाम है एलसी ऑसिलेशन और दूसरा पार्ट है क्वालिटी फैक्टर एंड बैंडविड्थ.
ओके सर.
हाँ, वो एंट्रेंस में नीट वाले में तो जरूर आता है. एंड संडे जिसका भी पेपर सबमिशन नहीं हुआ रहेगा, दे विल नॉट बी अलाउड टू सिट फॉर द लेक्चर ऑन 11th ऑन मंडे. Test you want at what time? Tell me that also. Before that I will send the test. Morning slot you want or evening slot? Six to 7 is okay for test timing. 6 to 7:30 evening, so that you can prepare and write the test. Hello? Is the test timing convenient?
सर चलेगा।
ठीक है, 6 बजे देखता हूँ, 6 से 7:30 तक आपको करना है, 1.5 घंटे का पेपर है, थियोरेटिकल है, 35 मार्क। देखो वापस टेस्ट से मत भागो, टेस्ट में मार्क से मुझे कुछ इंटरेस्ट नहीं है, लेकिन आप रेगुलरली काम करते हैं उससे इंटरेस्ट है, बिकॉज दैट ओनली विल इंक्रीज योर मार्क। इफ यू आर अफ्रेड एंड यू आर रनिंग अवे फ्रॉम दैट, यू विल नेवर स्कोर। सो स्वर्ण को भी अच्छा मार्क मिला कॉलेज का एग्जाम में, अपना आर्यन पुरंदरे को भी अच्छा मिला, खाली नहीं अच्छा मिला तो मनस्वी को, बिकॉज मनस्वी आई थिंक यू आर नॉट वर्किंग हार्ड, मीन्स यू आर नॉट ऑनेस्ट विथ योर वर्क। Completed?
ओके सर।
I'm just clearing this, and few numericals I'm doing so that you don't have much theory to revise, because I know I require once again revision. So textbook का numerical I'm just writing on the screen, going very slow, उसमें भी समझा देता हूँ सब. If the effective current in a 50 cycle AC circuit is 5 ampere, what is the peak value of current? What is the current 1/600 second after it was 0? Solution. See, if the effective current, now many of you don't know what is meaning of effective. Effective means RMS current, also called as sometimes virtual current. So effective current means RMS current in a 50 cycle AC. So frequency of cycle is 50 hertz. IRMS means effective current is 5 ampere. Peak current is denoted by I0. What is current means I after 1/600 second it was 0. 0 मतलब start से. So start से 1/600 second का बाद what was that current? 1/600 second after the start, what was the current? Question follow? Hello? Hello?
हाँ सर।
ये डेटा समझ गया? Frequency 50, RMS current 5, peak means maximum value. What is current मतलब कोई भी टाइम का बोला है उसको इंस्टेंटेनियस बोलते हैं. कितने सेकंड के बाद? स्टार्टिंग से 1/600 सेकंड के बाद. करंट 0 से स्टार्ट हुआ तो इसका फॉर्मूला ऑसिलेशन जैसा है, I0 sin ओमेगा t. तो जब ये टाइम 1/600 है तो ये करंट कितना है, ये क्वेश्चन है. सो फर्स्ट पार्ट आई कैन से P करंट कॉमा I0, एक मिनट, डायरेक्टली पीक का फॉर्मूला याद नहीं होगा, RMS का. Hence I RMS is I0 upon root 2. I0 means peak current is IRMS into root 2. IRMS is 5 into root 2. So it is 5 into 1.414, 7.070 ampere. Anybody who has not followed this? Everybody has followed till this?
Yes, sir.
So just copy till this, one more part is there. तो इसका न्यूमेरिकल सब चैप्टर से इजी है, खाली इसका थियरी डिफिकल्ट है. न्यूमेरिकल इज इजी बिकॉज इन न्यूमेरिकल वी डोंट हैव टू डिराइव. Then चलो क्लियर कर दो ये.
Yes, sir.
Now I at any instant, if starts for 0, then it is I0 sine omega. I0 we got 7.07. Omega means 2 pi into frequency into time. So 7.07 sine of 2 pi, frequency is 1 upon 50 and time is given 1 upon 600. Sorry, frequency is given 50. So 50 into 2 is 100, you can cancel 2 zeros. 7.07 sine of pi by 6. Sine pi by 6 means sine 30 and sine 30 is half. So we can say this is 2 3s are 6, remainder 1, 2535 ampere. Okay. Okay, any doubt, difficulty? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
also. We have ginger, lemon, water also.
Done, sir.
Next sum 13. This is from state book, huh? So I'm writing the question because CBSE student will not have this question. A light bulb is rated 100 watt for 220 volt AC supply of 50 hertz. Calculate resistance of bulb, the RMS current through the bulb. RMS current through the bulb. See, whenever they give voltage of AC supply, that voltage is actually RMS voltage, whether they give or they don't give. So power is 100 watt, ERMS is 220 volt, frequency is 50 hertz. Anything else? No. Find what is resistance and RMS current. What is resistance and RMS current? Power in AC circuit with resistance, we know it is ERMS into IRMS. Now we can write this as I is E upon R by Ohm's law. So ERMS upon R. Therefore it is E RMS square upon R. Same as you are doing for DC. Power is V square by R. Here it is ERMS upon R. So R will be 220 ka square upon 100. I think all math students are knowing 22 ka square is 484 and 2 zeros upon 100. So 2 zeros cancel. Therefore R equals to 484 ohms. Please copy till this. One more part is remaining. I'm doing. So resistance is 484 ohm like Ohm's law. But don't write any V, it is RMS. ERMS upon R.
Done, sir.
One more part was there. Also find what is RMS current. So we know current is voltage upon resistance. If it is RMS, then ERMS upon resistance. ERMS is 220. Resistance we got 484. Now 22 into 10. 22 into 22 is 484. So 2 into 5. 2 into 11. 0. 11 4 is a 44. Remainder will be 55 minus 44 is 60. 11 5 is a 55. Again remainder 5. So 4545 will be recurring. So 4545 ampere. So compared to theory, you might be finding numericals are easier.
Done, sir.
For DAV student, further exams timetable they have given?
No sir, अभी तक कुछ मिला नहीं.
और कॉलेज में क्या चल रहा है टॉपिक? यही चल रहा है?
अभी सर मैग्नेटिज्म एंड मैटर ही चल रहा है उनका.
अच्छा ठीक है. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. 15.0 microfarad capacitor is connected to a 220 volt 50 hertz source. A 15 microfarad capacitor is connected to 220 50 hertz source. Find the capacitive reactance. Find the capacitive reactance and the current, both RMS and peak, in the circuit. RMS and peak in the circuit. If frequency is doubled, what will happen to the capacitive reactance and the current? Write the question. Chalo, I'm reading. We'll understand and solve. Very simple sum. A 15 microfarad capacitor is connected to 220 volt supply and 50 hertz. This voltage is RMS. Find the capacitive reactance and current in the circuit, first part. Then if we double the frequency, what will happen to the capacitive reactance and the current? Sure, click down data. A 15 microfarad capacitor is connected to 220 volt supply. I said it will be always RMS. And frequency of 50 hertz, first part. Find the capacitive reactance, means XC is capacitive reactance, and current, both RMS current and peak current. So IRMS and I. If the frequency is double, so if I call this as F1, this reactance as XC1, F2 is twice F1, then what will happen to the reactance and current? What will happen to the reactance and current, means whether it will become half, double, same, that we have to analyze and try. So first wala current, I am calling 1. After frequency double, I am calling 2. What will happen is you have to find factor, increase, decrease, unchanged. So those who have attended again lecture from the start, they know capacitive reactance is given by formula Xc is 1 upon omega c, which is 1 upon 2 pi fc. So First case, it will be 1 upon 2 pi f1 into c. 1 upon 2 pi, frequency is 50. 15 micro is into 10 raised to minus 6. 1 upon 50 into 2 is 100. So it is 15 pi into 10 raised to minus 4. That means it is 10 raised to 4 upon 15 pi. You can't do it without log. So it is like 10 raised to 4. I am writing 100 into 10 raised to 2 upon 15 into 3.14. So at least we can cancel by 5. 5 into 3, 5 into 20. So this is 20 into 10 raised to 2. 3 4s are 12. 3 and 1 4, 9.42. So approximately if you see, it will come close to 9 2s are 18, 200. Here answer is given 212. I am writing directly 212. Reactance is in ohms. So first we got 212. So very simple, only formula based, and calculation sometimes it will be log. This sums can come for 4 mark in the exam. So I can calculated first part, capacitive reactance. Please copy it in this.
One, sir.
So far you got capacitive reactance, which is actually resistance offered by alternating current by capacitor. Now by Ohm's law, we always know I is E by R. So here IRMS will become ERMS. In place of R, you have to write XC because now capacitor is giving that resistance. ERMS is 220 and XC we got 212. So again, directly I am writing answer. It is 1.04 ampere. You have to do by log. So first current we got as 1.04. They're telling if F2 is doubled, then we know XC is 1 upon 2 pi FC. So XC1 upon XC2 will become F2 upon F1. So XC1 upon XC2 frequency is double, they are saying. So therefore XC2 will become half of XC1. That means capacitive reactance will become half. डायरेक्ट भी लिख सकते थे, x and frequency are उल्टा, frequency double, capacitive reactance will become half. अभी करंट का, ये reactance अगर half तो करंट डबल. ओके, ये डिनोमिनेटर हाफ तो करंट डबल ना. अरे
हाँ सर.
but current becomes double. So whenever you increase frequency, then capacitive reactance will become half and current will become double. Copy further.
हो गया सर.
Next. An AC circuit consists of only an inductor. Only an inductor of inductance 2 Henry. If the current is represented by a sine wave of amplitude 0.25 ampere and frequency 60 hertz. Calculate calculate the effective potential difference across inductor. In bracket pi is 3.142. AC circuit consists of only inductor of inductance 2 Henry. Current is a sine wave whose maximum value is amplitude means maximum value. Frequency is 60. Find effective means RMS potential difference across inductor. Question copied?
एक सेकंड हाँ सर हो गया
So it's given an AC circuit has only inductance of 2 Henry. If current is represented by sine wave, its maximum value is 0.25 ampere. Its frequency is 60 Hz. Calculate effective means ERMS across inductor. To get voltage, we require current and resistance. Current is already given. Resistance for inductive reactance is omega L, which is 2 pi FL. That means 2 into 3.142. F is 60, L is 2. 2 into 2, 4 into 60, 240 into 3.142. This you have to multiply that many ohms. Now ERMS is IRMS into XL by Ohm's law. V is I into R. So to find current voltage, we are using actually Ohm's law only. खाली नाम अलग अलग है. Resistance then R, capacitor then XC, inductor then XL. So IRMS is I0 upon root 2 into XL. I0 is 0.25 upon root 2 and XL we have to calculate from here, which is 240 into 3.142. Then by log NT log. Answer is given as 133.32 volt. So you can check with calculator whether you are getting this answer or not. Please solve. Done.
None, sir.
Okay. Others have also done. Can I clear it out?
Yes, sir.
Next sum. Alternating EMF of P equals to 220 sine of 100 pi t is applied to a circuit containing an inductance of 1 upon pi Henry. Write an equation for instantaneous current through the circuit. What will be the reading of AC galvanometer connected in the circuit? AC galvanometer means AC ammeter only, connected in the circuit. Right question. Alternating EMF is given. E equals to 220 sine 100 pi t applied to the circuit containing an inductance of 1 upon pi Henry. Write equation for instantaneous current through the circuit. What will be the reading of galvanometer connected in the circuit? Galvanometer AC means will record IRMS. Question completed. Tell me, then I will write the data and solve. Written? Yes, question is copied by you all.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Not copied?
Copied, sir. Copied.
An alternating EMF is applied to the circuit containing inductance. Alternating EMF E equals to 220 sine of 100 pi t is connected to a circuit containing inductance of 1 upon pi Henry. Write equation of instantaneous current. And what will be the current connected through the AC galvanometer? See, whenever equation given, first step you will compare to get many things. So since E is 220 sine of 100 pi t, therefore comparing with E equals to E0 sine omega t, we get E0 is 220 volt, omega is 100 pi radian per second. They want current ka formula, instantaneous current. Now we know inductor se current will be lagging by 90 degree. So instantaneous current will be I equals to I0 sine of omega t, which is 100 pi t minus pi by 2. It lags by 90 degrees. So if I get I0, my instantaneous current ka formula is done. So since I0 is E0 upon XL, so it is 220 upon omega into L. That is 220 omega. By comparison we got 100 pi and L is 1 upon pi. Pi we can cancel, 0 we can cancel. So I0 is coming as 2.2 ampere. So formula will become I0 2.2 sine of 100 pi t minus pi by 2 ampere. Then they are telling find RMS current. It is I0 upon root 2, which is 2.2 upon root 2. Then either you can rationalize or you can divide with 1.414 and get the answer. Followed concept, followed first. Equation given, always compare. Then we want formula of current through inductor. So current will be lagging by 90. So minus pi by. So I0 nikala sine omega t minus pi by t. Omega t idhar se. So yes, completed.
Yes, sir.
Okay. सबका हो गया ना सम?
हाँ सर.
That's all for today. Next